They call it a crisis, as though hitting 40 means the walls start to close in. Not like your beginning to youthful days are disappearing and you're running out of time, like you'd better start freaking out because you haven't been doing enough. But what if it's not an emergency? What if it's clarity? The kind of clarity that doesn't visit quietly. It wakes you up at 2 a.m., it murmurs, "So, this life is not yours anymore." You don't hate it, but it doesn't fit. Not the job, not the home, not even the person you look at in the mirror. Midlife doesn't destroy you. It reveals you. It is when the mask begins to break, and beneath is the person you'd nearly forgotten was there. You begin to see it. How much your life has been about maintaining peace, but not feeling peace. You've been dependable for decades, putting others first, smoothing over the mess. You've been grateful and humble and strong. But now, you're tired, not only in your bones, in your soul. And you begin to question things you'd never let yourself question. What do I actually want? Who am I when I'm not useful? And if I stopped performing and TNG gesturing, what would happen if I stopped speaking and gesturing and start being real? And that's where the unraveling starts. Not a breakdown, a breakthrough. You cease answering every text. You begin to say no. Not from a place of shame, but from a place of peace. You cry in the car, not because you are weak, only you've been numb for years, and you're finally feeling. They refer to it as midlife crisis, but it might just be a clarity bomb. A time of stripping away of all that is false, and what's left is you, messy, beautiful, honest, unapologetically human. You begin to realize how noisy the world is, how much noise you have taken on, the expectations, the timelines, the steady lo-fi pressure to be more, do more, earn more, smile more. You stop chasing validation and you start listening. That tiny voice within that stubbornly whispers, "I need something else." For certain, like Lena, 48, 2 grown kids, an empty marriage, it looked like walking away from a life that, from the outside, looked perfect. She left the house, the routine, not even a good reputation with others, because her silence was growing too deafening. She didn't have a plan, she had truth, and she followed it. Not because she saw where it would go, but mere staying was a forsaking of herself. It may not be that dramatic, your story. You might still go to work, still tuck the kids in, continue to wear the same clothes, eat the same meals, but inside, something is shifting. You're beginning to take back territory, in your calendar, in your relationships, in your body. You're not chasing milestones anymore, you're asking, does this feel like me? And when the answer is no, you're willing to walk away. That's not a crisis, that's courage. Yes, it's messy. Yes, you are going to let people down. Yes, sometimes you'll feel alone, but you are not broken. You are breaking open. You are not too old. You are only just now starting to live for you. You are not failing. You're evolving. There is a reason why your 40s and 50s is when you get pummeled by this moment. You're old enough now to know what you don't want. You've loved so much that you know what isn't love. You've tried so hard to try and stop performing. Your soul? It's done waiting. The highlight reel isn't what it's after. It wants the real thing. So maybe this isn't a crisis. Maybe that's your own truth bubbling up. Not loud, not dramatic, but relentless. And if you're standing in the wreckage of what used to be, take heart. Clarity leaves rubble, but it also clears the way for rebuilding, for reimagining, for never forgetting who you were before the world told you who to be. You can be someone else. At 40, at 50, at 60. Whenever the truth shows up, you are allowed to overshoot relationships, dreams, and roles you've outgrown. It is okay to want a mother. You can want more, not because you're greedy, but because you are awake. This isn't a crisis. It's your life coming up to your soul. And if you're scared, good. Scared means it matters. Scared means it's real. Don't run from this season. Stand in it. Feel it. Let it shape you. Because what happens next is not about proving yourself. It's about finding yourself. And that clarity, it's not a bomb. It's a beginning.